Hi.
Hey guys.
I'm here with one of my best friends. My best friend.
I mean, I can be one of many, but
no,
I am
this is it.
Your bestest.
This is
best
it, guys.
Yes.
My bestest friend, Gwen Flamberg.
Hey guys, I'm Gwen Flamberg. I'm the executive editor of Beauty and Style for Us Weekly magazine.
We are between one fern instead of two ferns.
Oh, I love one fern.
And it's attacking your hair.
It is, but it's almost like a hair accessory, it's like the fascinator that I never knew I needed.
Thing. You have to walk around with a plant
but look,
behind
seriously, if we had a royal wedding, or let's say we got invited to a royal wedding,
you would have.
I would just wear the fern as my fascinator.
With the fern coming out from behind a corset.
I mean, that would look cute too.
Yeah.
But doesn't it make a great fascinator? Like, see what it's doing to my head right here? Yeah.
Isabella Blow moment.
I like exactly.
With a real plant.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Franny, your skin is glowing today.
Because I'm with you.
Oh, that's so sweet. You guys get yourself a BFF who says that you make him glow.
So we always talk tips and tricks.
We do.
And
we're both skin obsessed people.
We're skin obsessed. We're pop culture obsessed.
Also
we
true.
love Amy Adams.
Doppelganger.
Hello. We love Madonna, whose birthday was yesterday.
I mean, honestly, Madonna is, another one of my besties. No big deal.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
They took a selfie together.
She's really not, but we did take a picture together, and she was like really into chatting with me. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like we connected. Like it was like the way that we connected when we first became friends.
Swipe right.
Yes. So
go buy the ring.
So yeah, I felt really great about her turning 60. Also because Madonna just looks incredible.
She owns her power.
She does.
And I think there's something about that of owning who you are and loving it and kind of embracing it and moving forward and pushing beyond the boundaries.
Totally.
And you do that with beauty.
I do. I mean, the thing is that it doesn't happen overnight. Kind of like finding that confidence in your own, I'm going to say your own personal beauty. And I don't mean that by like beauty and I'm conceited and I think I'm beautiful. I mean like everybody has their own specific look and vibe, and that is your beauty. And it takes a long time. Like I grew up a fiery redhead, really pale skin. I was like totally different looking from everybody else in my class, and I didn't really appreciate my uniqueness until I got a little bit older. And I think that kind of like being fearless in your own skin is a really important message. And that's something, fearless in your skin. Where did I hear that? Where have I heard that before?
When did that moment change for you? When did you embrace being a redhead?
So I actually guested on this amazing podcast yesterday, the How to Be a Redhead podcast, and I'm not sure when it's going to be live. I'm going to let you know. But I talked about this moment, and I actually also talked about some of your products that I love because, as a redhead, I have very sensitive skin, and so there are some, they had asked about like the products that I swear by, but I told this exact same story. And, for me, when I was a little girl, I'm one of three girls. I have two sisters. They're both older than me. Nobody's a redhead. We had two other families that we lived near, and everybody played together, and everybody would like play team sports and stuff, and I was never allowed to because I had to like sit in the shade. It's like everybody would frolic on the beach. I was under the umbrella,
Because you would get a sunburn very often.
Yeah. So, and then just being different, and everybody kind of, when you grow up as a redhead, you are very aware of your physicality, right?
Yeah.
You're very aware of like something superficial that people always talk about, which is how different your looks are, and you're hyper aware of that. And I wonder if, just you after your injury, if that's a little bit of something that you experience too, like just being really hyper aware of looking and being different and having, some limitations.
So when I used to work in fashion, and when I worked
You still work in fashion, baby.
Yes. Yes, my tie is fashion, but I'm not fashion. When I had my spinal cord injury, I felt like I had become such a worry to my family and friends that I disregarded the way that I looked and the way that I dressed. And so my sense of self went to zero, and I became a wallflower. And so in doing so, in thinking that I would be protecting everybody that I loved, I shaved my head bald every week. And I would wear the same t-shirt every day, and I would wear the same paper hospital pants every day. And I didn't care about the way that I looked because I felt like I just wanted to make it better. And my brother is 7 years older, my sister is 2 years younger, and my mother is, one of my best friends, and my father is a steadfast supporter of everything that I do. But I wanted them to know that I would be okay. And so in doing so, it was less about me and more about them. And so I didn't look in the mirror for 3 years.
Which is maybe a good thing.
I had to
throw vanity out the window. But
I threw vanity out the window, and it was the deepest and darkest depression that I had to deal with the trauma of what happened, of trying to, first of all, the doctor said I would never talk or breathe on my own or move my arms ever again.
Never believe those doctors.
Right. And so thank God that my father was a doctor and that my sister is a doctor, because then I had that knowledge of knowing that, just because you're a doctor doesn't mean you know everything about everything. And so I had this sense of owning up to humanity and knowing that each one of us doesn't have to be the Holy Grail of everything that we say. Totally. And
but also finding that, the thing is that you had it in you all along. It's like having that personal strength, that will to kind of want to just, go above and beyond where anybody sets limitations for you.
I had no choice.
True.
Because if my family and my friends knew that I was going to get better, then I would have to somehow make it happen.
Right.
And there was also a sense of my personality that was still there, that I'm an eternal optimist and I'm a bit of a dreamer. Mm-hmm. So 3 years later, when Christopher Reeve passed away, I said, wow, my Superman just died unexpectedly. And he was the person that was pushing the most with every scientist and medical doctor of how to find a cure for spinal cord injury. And now he was gone. And so now that he's gone, what about taking responsibility for what happened to my own life, myself? And in doing so, I had to leave the house for the first time in 3 years.
True.
And in doing that, I had to look presentable to other people. Mm-hmm. And then I looked in the mirror and I said, you know what? I want to look the way that I feel. I want my skin to reflect the way that I feel. And I felt happy and energetic. But how do I do that? And so I turned to my father, who's a medical doctor and a homeopathic doctor, and I wanted more. And I had tried the $500 creams, the $5 creams, prescription, over-the-counter, nothing worked, and started mixing concoctions using enzymes, essential oils, and extracts in our kitchen. You've been to my house.
It's true.
Bronxville.
Beautiful, big kitchen.
And just mixing different versions of what became Jasmine Absolute until it worked. Never thinking that it would be something that we would sell in a store or for you to try as a beauty director and having tried every product that you've tried in the world. But making something that would work. And that's square one.
Yeah, I'm just amazing. But so I kind of hated being different until I got to my teenage years when I was 14. The salon in my neighborhood, which was called
I remember
Symmetry in Forest Hills, Queens. They asked me to be the redhead in a blonde brunette redhead trio that roller skated around the town, and we were like guerrilla marketers, and we would like roller skate with our hair done, and people would ask about our hair. And the thing is that was sort of the beginning. Everyone was in awe of my red hair. Mm-hmm. And that was sort of the beginning of my acceptance of like being happy, being
embracing.
Different. Just embracing what made me different is what made me me.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what I mean by personal beauty, and everybody has to find that kind of hook to their own.
Alyssa has a
personal
question.
Beauty. Oh.
Alyssa is new to Clark's Botanicals, and she wants to know the best product to start with combination skin.
Okay, so you probably
I think we're
know
going to
this.
say the same thing.
Okay.
You're going to go first.
Is it going to be Smoothing Marine Cream for combination skin?
I would say Deep Moisture Mask.
Oh, really? For combination skin?
Because, let me tell you why, Alyssa. If you have more sensitive skin type that maybe you're worried is going to turn red if you're using a lot of active ingredients, the Deep Moisture Mask, we have a jar right there.
Deep Moisture
yes.
Mask. It's one of my personal favorites.
It doesn't go on like a mask. It goes on like a cream.
It's a very thick, heavy cream.
I'm
going to take the top off.
And
it's a very thick, heavy, like rich cream. It's hard to see, you guys. I'm going to put some on my hand.
When you put it on her, when she puts it on her hand, it's going to look clear. It's going to look just like a moisturizer, but it uses dehydrated algae microspheres. And what those are going to do, they're going to attract moisture from the air, and the dehydrated algae actually plumps up underneath the top layer of the dermis, and it's going to plump up any fine lines and wrinkles that you have in the look of your skin. But it's also going to give you long-lasting hydration as it does that.
And it just makes your skin feel really comfortable. I talked about this product yesterday on the How to Be a Redhead podcast as well, because for me, with my really sensitive skin, if my skin ever gets out of whack, whether it's, you know, super hot in the summertime and I'm getting like sweaty and irritated, or if it's really cold in the wintertime and like, you know, that change of seasons when your skin just gets totally out of whack.
Where we are right now.
We're moving into it right now for sure. I always go back to your Deep Moisture Mask because it just like, it gets rid of all inflammation for me. It diminishes redness. It makes my skin texture smooth. It's really great.
It's glycerin based, but it has high concentrations of Japanese green tea in it. That's going to help if you experience rosacea or redness or inflammation. One of the tricks, so it creates a perfect canvas for your skin. However, you can mix it with your favorite foundation.
I've never done that, and I should. So it'll give you a little bit of extra moisture, but also, I guess, all day long, you'll be getting that kind of like anti-inflammatory
It's going to work for 8 hours when you put it on your skin.
Oh, that's so great.
So the dehydrated algae continues working.
I love it.
As you put it on.
It also smells really good.
The scent is the Jasmine Absolute with the natural amber scent.
It's so nice.
Wait, Alyssa has another question.
I'm going to drink to that.
We're going to drink.
Do you think this was my glass? I don't know if it was or if it wasn't.
Gwen got us a Friday rosé to have a sip of. Alyssa's asking about eye cream for dark circles.
Okay, well, you have your anti-puff eye cream.
We have our anti-puff eye cream.
But do you know what I love in your line?
What?
I love that retinol eye serum.
The Retinol Rescue Eye Serum.
Which
is in the tube.
It's in a tube. It looks like this.
You pull it open.
I am a big fan. Well, now I have moisture mask on my.
It's moisturizing so well that you can't even open the
on my hands that it's hard for me to open this, but I'm going to try to because the componentry of this is so neat.
And it has a ceramic tip applicator.
Yeah.
So as you're putting on the product of the Retinol Rescue Eye Serum, it's a ceramic tip applicator. So if you're putting it on at work,
here it is, you guys.
Even if you have a dirty hand or dirty fingers, it doesn't matter because you use the ceramic tip over makeup.
You can.
Even if you're wearing makeup.
It's also very cooling.
It's a cooling applicator, so it's going to depuff as you put it on. It doesn't shine when you put it on your skin, so you can put it above and below.
Well, that's what I've always heard, that you should be putting. And you should be putting your eye cream, tapping it, and all around the brow bone, which even goes above your brow, to help keep that skin supple and firm and elasticized, so that you don't get the sagging, which unfortunately we all start to get at a certain age.
But we have a product that's going to help with that because
which one is that?
It has 2 types of retinol in the Retinol Rescue Eye Serum.
Well, and I'm also a really big fan of layering my skincare.
Yeah.
So I apply an eye serum under whatever eye cream I'm using.
And eye cream is going to moisturize. And the eye serum is going to be targeting aging concerns that you have.
And true or false, but will the serum help pull in the actives in the cream deeper?
Yes,
That's
true.
what I always recall learning about.
The eye serum is going to act like Spanx under your eyes.
Who doesn't love little Spanx, you guys?
Yeah.
How many ladies here have a wardrobe of Spanx?
Hey.
Me, I don't know for what, but, just insurance. Just makes you feel,
Well, it makes you feel, you see the effects.
Yes.
People are going to say, hey, you look like you had a good night's sleep, even though maybe you only slept 4 hours. And you can cheat it out. So.
Sarah has a good question here. I am new to retinol and have aging and sensitive skin. How do I introduce retinol in a way that
won't irritate my skin?
Well, this is a really good question. And so personally, when I use retinol products, when I first started using retinol, because I do have dry and sensitive skin, I started very, very delicately. Like I would only use it once every third night. And if my skin was dry and irritated, I would apply like a little bit of moisturizer under the retinol to buffer it. I don't know if you have any other tips that are more scientifically based. Mine are more just like trial and error.
In the beginning, so I've tried Retin-A Micro and Different. For me, it would give me flaky skin.
Yeah, well that's
the next
big guns.
day.
Yes.
So I would use it once a week, and then I would still get flaky skin. And so using an encapsulated retinol like we do in the Retinol Rescue Overnight Cream or the Retinol Rescue Face Serum, you actually are getting a weaker version of the retinol. But what's happening is that you're not getting the adverse reaction, so you can use it every day. So it's a little bit weaker with the colloidal oatmeal and the vitamin E and the red algae.
Oh, so you have the colloidal oatmeal and the algae, the red algae, which is going to basically buffer any concerns that you may have.
So it's calming your skin down as you're using 2 types of retinol with vitamin E. And what's happening with that is that it's gentle enough for you to use every day, but you're gaining the benefits from it. So you're going to actually see more of a payout from using these products because you're using them consistently instead of once a week.
Right.
So you're reversing the effects of sun damage. You're kind of bringing out the new cells in the skin, rejuvenating the skin.
True.
And you're getting that bounce and that healthy glow.
Who doesn't want to glow, you guys?
That's right.
I want to glow.
Best product for oily over 60 deep expression lines. Ooh.
What do you think?
Smoothing Marine Cream.
Smoothing Marine Cream. Also a beautiful.
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm so moisturized. I can't open
Hi,
these
Alan. Alan says hi.
Hi, Alan.
Your skin is so moist from the Deep Moisture Mask.
I mean, I'm telling you.
So the Smoothing Marine Cream is actually going to help with your aging concerns because it's using sugar-derived glycolic acid. And what that is going to do is that when you put it on your skin, it's going to tingle when you put it on your skin. And it's going to give you this rosy glow like somebody gave you your favorite, best compliment that you could ever get.
Ooh.
And it's stimulating your skin to produce its own hyaluronic acid production. So it's a small enough molecule that it's penetrating the second and third layer of the dermis. A hyaluronic acid molecule is a bigger molecule that's amazing because it holds 900 times its weight in water. But when you're washing your face, you're getting rid of some of the effects of what that moisturizer might do. We wanted to make a moisturizer that would act like a serum and moisturizer in one. So incorporating the sugar-derived glycolic acid plus glucosamine HCl plus algae extracts plus Cafe Arabica. So you're fighting oxidant attack on your skin, you're clarifying and clearing the pores, and you're giving that bounce to your skin that your cheekbones look like they woke up after 10 years of not being awake. So like Gwen.
Now, well, here's the thing. Your Smoothing Marine Cream is one of the only glycolic-based products that I can use where I wake up looking like I have no redness. Just calm and even.
But you have to use very little.
Right.
You don't need a lot. One jar will last you 3 to 4 months. That's all that you need. And it's expensive, it's $115 and it has to work. And so, it takes us about 5 years to make any one product that we make with Clark's Botanicals. And the intention of creating any product that we make. I mean, it started from a hospital bed. I mean, you came to my house, and I didn't start anything in Clark's Botanicals to think that we would be selling it in a store, but we wanted to make something that would work on the skin.
Right.
And so the smoothing meringue cream was the first product.
Wow.
That I made. It's my desert island product.
Now that Cafe Arabica, does that help with circulation?
Yes. So it increases microcirculation in the skin, but it's also a strong antioxidant. So it's going to be working in conjunction with the Jasmine Absolute. And the Jasmine Absolute is the one thing that acts like a catalyst to every other natural and bioactive that we use. And it's supercharging. Imagine like you bought a Toyota, but it's driving like a Ferrari. That's what the Jasmine Absolute does. It's just supercharging every natural that you're using. Yeah. You're making it stronger, you're making it better.
Superpowered.
It's like
a superhero for skin.
And it's the happy marriage of science and nature. That's everything that we do with Clark's Botanicals. So it's everything about the way that my father and my mother raised me and my sister and my brother is, whenever you need science with antibiotics or anything like that, but also the best of nature. So, I would get my blood work done 3 times a year, and then whatever vitamins I was low of, we would have a different vitamin concoction done every day. But when I started to formulate Clark's Botanicals with my mom and my dad and my sister, it was using the way that I was raised. So you're using the best of science and the best of nature. I don't like to say that the products are 100% natural because the algae that we use, for example, is dehydrated algae microspheres.
Okay.
So those are made in a lab.
Gotcha.
The vitamin E that we use is tocopherol acetate, which is 1,000 times more potent than regular vitamin E. The retinol that we use...
So sometimes you need a little science to give nature a boost.
It's like couture nature.
Oh.
We're taking natural ingredients and we're
still in
making
fashion. This is the guy who started out in fashion.
I bring it back to keeping it fancy.
It's true.
But in the end, it has to work. And I don't know. I mean, you see that with your own skin, and you see that with...
It's true. Well,
You're always testing new
Right.
products.
I'm really fortunate because I'm a beauty editor. I test everything that's out there on the market, gets sent to me, and I test a lot of products. And, for me, it's like you have to give products a little while to work. So what I usually do is I will incorporate, it's a good thing that I love to layer my products, like I said, because I'll just sort of add in something little by little. I won't completely overhaul my whole routine. I'll just when I started using the Retinol Rescue Eye Serum, I didn't throw out the eye cream that I was using. I just started layering it underneath.
Right.
And that way you can really see if something is going to work in real life, for you. But yeah, I also, if I can open another jar, which God knows, I'm not sure if I can, but my absolute favorite one of your products that I swear by is the Retinol Rescue Overnight Cream.
It won the Oprah Award for best.
So retinol creams, you guys, real retinol. If you ever see a retinol product that's not yellow, it doesn't have real retinol in it, right?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, all retinol products, the good ones, are always a little bit yellow. And the other thing that I love about this product, you guys, is that it smells like vanilla frosting. Cake frosting. Amazing. And I put this on at night. I put it over my retinol serum that I use, which is by Shani Darden. It's my facialist. She makes this.
Layer your favorite products.
I do, and I layer, and she makes a retinol serum called Retinol Reform that is super duper gentle, and I have found, my skin is pretty freaking glowy, is it not? So I use.
She's 31. She looks like she's 26.
Oh, go on.
It's ridiculous.
So I use her Retinol Reform Serum under this Retinol Rescue Overnight Cream, which I slather on. I frost my face before I go to bed. It smells so good.
It penetrates the skin. So
very
if
you
fast. Frost your face at night, it's going to penetrate within 3 hours of you putting it on. So don't worry about your pillow getting greasy or anything like that. because it's going to penetrate the skin.
And I find that vanilla scent so soothing.
Yeah.
Before I go to bed.
It is like that cashmere blanket.
Again, with the fashion.
And it's like a zen moment. Like, you're getting ready for bed.
It's really nice. It's a nice routine to have because I'm not huge on scented products, but this particular one, to me, it feels like that scent triggers that I'm about to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Which helps. You know, it helps me wind down. It helps me actually fall asleep. It's a great ritual.
Your yoga pose.
It is a little bit.
In bed.
Yeah, I actually, you know what I do?
What?
I actually use this app on the phone called, I have to look at what it is, because this is what I fall asleep to. It's like a little mini meditation.
Oh, you play like nice
Yeah,
sounds.
I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. Because it's the 5-minute relax app. And it's like a little kind of mantra that I listen to with my vanilla.
George Michael.
But that's going to wake you up.
No, I would fall asleep to that.
Really?
I would play pop music.
That's cute. Wait, tell me more about like let's play like 25 Things You Don't Know About Me, which is a very big franchise for Us Weekly.
Okay.
Everybody loves hearing celebrities say 25 things they don't know about
it.
them. But you know, I don't know that we have all day here. So let's have 5 things we don't know about you. And then I'm going to tell you 5 things that you may not know about me.
Give me a sip of the rosé before we start. And then ask me the questions as I sip.
Well, you just tell me 5 things
I don't know
that
what you don't
I don't know about you. Well, like, what are things that
you've known me forever? I don't know.
But what are things that you've never told me? Like
the stuff that you don't. I've known you for more than 10 years.
That's true, but I find that here's the thing: there's still things that people don't know about me, and that people don't like that I may not know about you. Like, what about?
Are you a morning person or a night person?
You don't know this about me? Oh my gosh, how funny!
You, but they don't know.
Okay, so you guys, 5 things you may not know about me. I am a night person.
So am I.
I'm not a morning girl.
Question.
Like, I love the morning. I wake up. I love to like do my whole thing in the morning, but like
alone, right? I do not want anyone around me when I'm like woken up early in the morning.
It's probably not a good idea for somebody to like talk to me.
Like,
I mean, I wouldn't exactly say that. I wouldn't exactly say that I'm a Grinch, but I just am much more of a night owl. Yeah, my circadian rhythms just work better at night.
Yeah, me too.
What else? What about like, what's your favorite wine of all time?
I like a Prosecco that's smooth because it means you're celebrating something.
Well, that's cute.
So you and I had a Prosecco.
That's true.
We went to Gwen comes to the Reeve Gala with me every year, by the way.
It's true.
And I'm one of the national ambassadors for the Christopher Reeve Foundation, and all of our products give back to it. But what I like about Prosecco is that it reminds you of celebrating something.
Something fun.
And it's not always as expensive as a champagne.
That's true.
So you could do it more often.
That's right.
And we had a dinner on Monday, and it was lovely because we were just like, let's get Prosecco.
And they served it in those old-fashioned champagne coupes, like the big.
Yeah.
That was why we got it, because we were
was
someplace
like
where we
Paris.
saw exactly. You know what my favorite wine is? I'm really into this summer. Orange wine.
I have not had.
Do you know about the orange wine?
No.
Like thing? It's a thing.
What is it?
It's kind of like in the rosé family, but it's just more interesting.
Oh.
It's like a funkier, like more flavorful, but also light and dry and delicious wine.
So it's just the color orange, but not the flavor of orange?
It's not the flavor of orange. It's just the color orange.
Okay.
And it has to do with how long the grape skins are in the barrel and whatever. But I don't know those facts, so don't quiz me.
Okay.
All right, what are other things that I might not know about you? Did you ever have a pet?
Oh my God, I had a Chow Chow.
Oh.
For 13 years.
What a strange choice of dog.
Yeah. I had a Chow Chow named JJ.
Interesting.
And he was my dog for 15 years. And after I had my spinal cord injury, my hospital bed was moved to the living room, and he would go right underneath where my bed was, and he would kind of howl and bark at night whenever he knew that I was alone.
Oh,
so I always had somebody with me.
I love that.
Who would keep me awake. But he thought he was like
JJ.
being nice.
He was being nice. Well, here's the thing. My family had a dog before I was born, And then when I was born, my mother was like, 3 kids and a dog. Nope. The dog went to go live with my cousins.
Okay.
So I never grew up with the dog.
On the farm, they said?
It wasn't a farm.
He went to the farm, guys.
No, we would go see him. Because when we would go to that aunt and uncle and those cousins for holidays, the dog would be there. And that was when I knew that my sisters maybe would have rather had the dog in their lives.
Oh my God.
Cute little baby sister Gwen.
Then the
anyway,
redhead.
Whatever. But I do have a tree now. I have a tree. Her name is Delilah.
In your apartment?
Yes. She's 7 feet tall.
What?
I'm very
Wait,
proud
do you
of
have
her.
a terrace?
No, she's inside. She's an indoor cat. She's an indoor tree. But when I went to my college reunion,
Is it like an orange tree?
No, she's
with the orange wine?
a fiddle leaf fig tree.
Not like the separate from this thing
No,
that's
this
attacking
is
you.
different. I don't know what this fern is, but I love it.
So, okay.
Yeah.
We're not going to be getting any fruit from your tree or anything like that? Okay.
No. We're just...
I'm gonna buy Gwen by the end of this a mini lemon tree.
Oh, we can grow it.
So we'll grow lemons.
That would actually be really
together,
fun. Yeah.
And then we'll make like fun sangria.
Limoncello.
Yes.
Can we make
limoncello?
I mean, you are Italian.
Baby,
you might know
facciamo
this.
limoncello.
Or maybe I could just make, like my snap pea salad with olive oil and lemon juice and sea salt.
You have never cooked
and fresh
for me.
mint.
Oh, by the way, this is another thing that I never knew about Gwen is that she cooks.
Oh yeah, I love to cook.
I've never had you make anything.
Maybe I'll
I've
have
never
you
been
over
to your
for dinner.
apartment.
I know
actually.
That's true.
Oh my God, I've never been to her apartment.
We might have to.
She's been to my house for my 40th birthday party
That's
in
true.
March.
It was a big bonanza.
It was a bonanza.
It was fun, you guys. It was fun.
That was crazy.
But there are videos. Aren't there videos online?
Yeah, we have videos online.
Yeah. So you guys could go too.
Are you allergic to anything?
I'm allergic to penicillin.
Really?
I'm allergic to a drug, yes. And I'm allergic to another drug. But I always have to say this because like when they ask if you have any medical allergies.
You don't have the bracelet or anything?
No. I'm allergic to the drug Lariam. Do you know what that is?
I love Lariam.
It's a malaria prophylaxis.
How would you know?
Because I was in South Africa once, and I was going to go into the bush, and you have to start a prophylaxis like the week before you go. And I got this weird rash on the inside of my wrists. And first the model, I was on a photo shoot, the model told me that I probably had this rash from drinking new wine.
Or like stigmata, like you're Jesus. I'd be like, I'm Jesus, guys.
I wasn't bleeding. But we had just been shooting at a vineyard. So I was like, well, maybe she's right. Then, by the next day, it was like creeping all up my arms.
Oh, no.
So I pulled out the drug thing, and I was like, maybe this is from the drug thing. Because I remembered when I was little, and we discovered I was allergic to penicillin,
right.
I had a rash. So I looked at the drug thing, and it said, there were crazy normal side effects to this drug. For anybody who's ever gone on safari, you get like wild dreams, like you like hallucinate, and there's all sorts of like major headache and like insomnia, like all this crazy
like
stuff.
Like a come to Jesus moment, but not when you want
and then
it to
said,
happen.
But like these are all normal symptoms. And then it said, consult a doctor or like go to a doctor as soon as possible if you experience seizure, rash. Rash was after seizure. Yeah, so I sort of freaked out. I learned I was allergic to Lariam.
What's the flu medication that everybody takes?
Tamiflu.
Tamiflu.
Makes you crazy. It gives you hallucinations.
Okay.
But it works.
For me, it worked. Mm-hmm. But I took it when the swine flu, I think it was the swine flu or the bird flu that came out like 6 years ago.
Mm-hmm. It was the avian bird flu.
And I took it.
Yes.
And my mom was like sitting next to in my room, and I was laying in bed, and I was like, Mom, I've been having these like crazy dreams about just like, I don't know, screaming at people at the top of my lungs and wanting to like rip their heads off. She's like, oh, no. It's like a side effect of the medication. And so then I stopped taking that medication.
It's crazy.
So yeah, that was one of those crazy things that I'm allergic to also. But I'm also allergic to mussels.
Oh, okay. We can never have mussels and fries.
I love them.
I love mussels.
But I can't eat them.
Me neither.
Oysters. And that's it.
What's your favorite Britney Spears song? I don't think I've ever known this. Because Britney's having a comeback.
Overprotected by Britney Spears. And, I always like work, bitch.
Oh, true.
I always like work, bitch.
True. Well,
my mom likes that too, actually.
Well, you better. That's
Yeah.
RuPaul.
My mom is like, you know what? I like this song because she work.
She's got
And you
good.
have to work.
Yeah, she's got good.
get it,
Yeah,
to
it's very
happen.
good characteristic. She's got
Yeah.
drive. You know what my
You want a
favorite?
Maserati? You want a Lamborghini? You want a Bugatti?
You gotta
work.
You gotta
And I'm
work.
just like, yeah, I gotta go to work.
My favorite Britney Spears song is Toxic.
Ah.
I was going through a bad breakup. Don't say it.
I won't say.
He was gonna say something.
I'm biting my lip. I'm biting my tongue.
I was going
on
through
my
this
lip.
bad breakup, and in my spin class, at the time, they played Toxic, and it would like give me life. So it will
Well,
always.
that was appropriate. You're
well,
working out.
It will always be my favorite Britney Spears song, Toxic.
Getting rid of your toxins.
What's your favorite Jennifer Lopez song?
Let's Get Loud.
The Queen. Oh, okay.
So this is what happened to me with Let's Get Loud, is that when I was working at Mademoiselle magazine, I unplugged my earbuds from the computer and I had to run to a meeting, and then I went to speaker, and my cubicle was next to the editor-in-chief's office. And so the entire office listened to Let's Get Loud for 2 hours. On the loudest that it would get.
It's my favorite song too.
So
of hers.
That happened.
Yeah. But I love J-Lo and A-Rod together.
Yeah. She just, I don't know, she's like aging in reverse. It's like Benjamin Button.
It's scary. It is scary. I want to know everything that she does.
And
I'm
Kate
this
Blanchett.
close, you guys, to cracking the cosmetic procedure that she's had done. I'm this close.
Wait, what?
I'm
She had a procedure?
I mean, I don't know. Like, not like a major one, but like, you know, things people do.
It's like Blue's Clues is on it.
Kind of.
We have the hair model from 8th grade and the other guy on it together.
Carlotta Pink. This is also Carlotta Pink. Oh, no, this is First Kiss.
That's First Kiss.
Do you know that I don't think I have First Kiss?
Oh, so First Kiss actually is a matte color.
What?
Lip tint. Yeah. It's
You
a
guys,
matte
these lip
finish.
tints are so great. Oh, I can put it on top of mine. But
can
Matt,
layer-
I was grabbing these because Madge Mauve, it was Madonna's birthday yesterday.
Madonna's birthday was yesterday.
Yes.
And we named Madge Mauve after Madonna. But this is First Kiss, right? So First Kiss is a matte. It's a matte
Is it new?
finish. It's not new, but you can put whatever lipstick you like, and then you can layer this on top, and it's going to give you a natural matte finish. But it's a lip treatment. So it's using calendula extract with
I love
sweet
it.
almond oil, no petroleum, no parabens in anything that we make. The dehydrated algae microspheres are going to plump up any fine lines and wrinkles that you have in your lip. And you can wear it over your lipstick. Look at that. See? You want to get married. It's perfect. Are we getting married? I feel like we're going to...
You know,
You
one
never
day,
know.
One day, they'd play that at the wedding. They would.
No, everybody does that.
Do
We
they?
would have a live band.
Okay.
A live big band. and maybe Madonna.
I mean,
Or J-Lo.
or Cher.
I would die.
Because who wouldn't?
Gina Brooke.
I know. Gina,
Gina
call
Brooke.
us.
Oh my God. So a mutual friend of ours, Gina Brooke, who was the makeup artist for Madonna and then worked with Cher. And she's probably going to kill me for saying this, but she does a lot of natural looking beauty, reminiscent of the 1960s. She uses a lot of like good kohl and liquid liners and giving long lashes, but you can talk more.
Oh, Gina just has the most perfect neo-modern pinup vibe. She's just the most perfect lip.
Yeah.
The most perfect red lip I've ever seen. And honestly, whenever I put red lipstick on, which I did today, you guys, I always think of Gina.
And her high ponytail.
Yeah,
And your high
look, I'm doing the
ponytail.
whole thing. Yeah, my
This is
ponytail
an ode to Gina.
my ponytail is double locked today. Do you know what that means? Double locked.
No, I don't know.
So I
I
learned this
see it
trick.
now.
I learned this trick
yeah.
from Justine Marjan, who's a hairstylist extraordinaire, works with Olivia Culpo and Khloe Kardashian, and Dorit Kemsley, who I think, that Real Housewife of Beverly Hills, who I think is like kind of killing the style game on Instagram.
Yeah.
She always looks incredible. So she showed me that you take your top piece of hair and you do that in a high ponytail first. And then when you pull everything else up into the high ponytail, it just sits so nicely.
More body.
It sits really nicely, and it also feels way more comfortable.
It's more poised.
A little more, it looks a little bit more like a do.
You're always sitting.
Rather than,
Donna Summer.
Hot stuff.
Oh, wait, Donna Summer.
Yes.
Yeah, hot stuff.
Hot stuff.
You're hot stuff.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah. And someone left the cake out in the
Oh.
rain. Was that Donna Summer?
Yeah.
See. All right, you guys. So before we go, why don't we tell everybody though about this adorable bag that I'm holding?
Hold it up higher.
Vanity saved my life.
We're going to give a couple away to people that are watching as a giveaway.
And then you can fill it with your favorite products.
Yeah, and
Especially
you can reuse
this
it.
time of year, you guys. I can never get enough of like makeup bags because I carry so many different kinds of makeup with me when I go away on weekend getaways, like when I go out to the beach. Like I need one bag for my skincare. I need one bag to take with me on the bus because I always get sort of dry and craggly on the bus. I need one for my sun care. And I always like to have an extra bag with me that I stick like a wet bathing suit in on the way home.
So that's what I was going to get at.
Yeah.
It's not just for makeup. It's not just for beauty.
It's for anything.
Use it for anything. Use it for your like annoying extra cords for your iPhone
Ooh,
that you always forget, like
smart.
your USB cords.
That's another great
You
like
can get
thing
more
to do
than
with your little
one
makeup bag.
from us, by the way.
Yes.
And you'll be like, this vanity saved my life for my phone. The other one saved my vanity for my face. And then the other one
It's true.
Yeah.
We're vain.
for my beachwear.
Right on.
But it's like, it's also giving back to a charity.
Oh, what is
So
it giving back to?
The Christopher Reeve Foundation.
Oh, how great.
So
That's
you're
incredible.
giving, so it's not just vanity, it's also giving back to something that's helping to fund and find a cure and care for people with spinal cord injuries.
Yes.
And really, more than that, like giving people a voice to something that, if you feel like you don't have a voice, it's giving you that confidence from the inside out.
This full circle, back to what we kicked this off with. I love it.
Yeah,
I love you.
I love you.
Mwah. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Bye.